Hello everyone. All right, I'm gonna make my cracker dough again. All right, so this is what I've gotten done so far. I have taken a little bit more than half of this container of cottage cheese, a 16-ounce container of sour cream, and 6 eggs. Put it in my little blender and or my Ninja thing here and whipped it all up. This is what I have here. I'm going to do both crackers and some waffles. So let's do the dough first because that's where the fun is going to come in here. Now, with the crackers this time, I'm going to be adding sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and toasted quinoa. I'll just toast this until it gets golden brown and set aside to cool. All right, quinoa is all toasted, and you have to do this in a dry pan. So look how nice and golden brown that is. Okay, now you gotta let it cool off completely. All right. All right, I have my stand mixer ready, and I have my dough hook in there, and I've got my all-purpose seasoning in there, and we're also gonna add a little bit of extra garlic powder in there. Now the full recipe for this will be on my blog. So now we're going to just start adding the flour and baking powder a little at a time. And as the dough forms, we'll start adding, I'm adding sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and the toasted quinoa. So as soon as the dough starts forming, that's when we'll add that. But you just keep adding your flour a little at a time. And also, don't forget to scrape down your sides during the process. Okay, it's getting to the point now where I can add the other ingredients, the seeds and quinoa. Okay, now it's still sticky, so it needs more flour. And the amount of flour you need depends on the weather, the humidity, and all that. So My batch today needs a little bit more. Still, all right, now this is where you can take it, put it on a board, and knead it with a little bit more flour till you get a nice smooth ball. That's the stage we're at right now. All right, now this is where you have to knead it until it's a smooth ball. Now I'm wearing gloves, you don't have to, but this is how I do it. And as you can see all the sesame seeds, the pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, quinoa's in there. There we go. And there you go, there's your dough. Now I'm using this to make crackers, but if you don't add the seeds and stuff, you can, well, you can actually leave the seeds in there and turn this into a loaf of bread. So, but I'm going to use it for crackers. So, I'm going to let this rest for like 10 minutes while I get everything all cleaned up, and then I will be back in a few minutes to show you how to make the crackers. All right, now favorite rolling pin. Now, you gotta roll this out as thin as you can get it. They'll puff up a little bit, but not much. Alright. That's how thin I was able to get it. Now you can cut these into strips, but I'm going to be using my biscuit cutters. And look at that. Cool, huh? So you do this with the whole batch of dough. And when you go to bake these, before you bake them, you poke holes with a fork. And you're good to go. And you can thin them out a little bit more if you want to. So, but you bake them at 350 to 375 until golden brown and crispy. You let them cool completely, store them in an airtight container, and you can use them for anything. Appetizers, you can make little, if you use this size here, you can make little miniature pizzas. So basically, you can do whatever you want with these crackers after you get them to this point and get them baked. So there you go. There's the dough and how to make the crackers. And like I said, you can do strips also. And there you go. Alright everybody, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to follow, share, and like. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.